our initial inspections of comic books, TV shows, video games, movies, and comic books and movies, TV shows, and video games.
Great.
My name is K.C'arl.
And I am Headley, Jaysen. And alright, let's get started. So
today's comics, January
21st. Alright, first book up. Lumberjanes, number 10. We're back to the story, and you can totally tell that these guys are really excited that they have been they're now ongoing, they get to have a little bit more fun.
Yeah?
I really like this book a lot, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. Great artwork, great writing. I love that we're actually getting more into, there is actually a couple now, they can come out and say it. Oh, they can come out and say it. And I'm really liking the story. I really like this new arc. It's still funny, but it's not so crazy over-the-top insanity this time around. It's actually really more focused, and I like that a lot. I actually love this. I gave it a 5.
Wonderful.
Bam.
Batman and Robin, number 38. This is with Robin with powers. Spoiler lead. I wanted to say spoiler lead. Spirally lead.
Yeah.
Anyways, a superpower spoiler alert. What a great issue. Tomasi's just really great at writing Damian and, making really nice, touching moments. You just don't know what's gonna happen. What the hell is gonna happen when Damian has powers and then everything's just gonna go to crap? But it doesn't. It's very interesting what he does on his first day as a human boy again. Back alive with superhuman powers, and I loved it. It was great. It was 4.5 stars.
4.5.
It's really good.
Ooh. I'm gonna take some time from this just to say I had one complaint about Batman and Robin.
What?
For me, I didn't like that. I felt like it was the exact same dynamic between Batman and Robin as it was before Robin died. That was my only complaint. But anyway, on to the Rocket of the Raccoon, number 7 by Scotty Young. We have a different artist joining the team this time.
Yeah.
Once again, I really like this book. It's really funny. This one was actually really heartwarming. I actually tweeted out a picture of one of the lines earlier because I thought it was so hilarious. We're on the Snow World. The art, even though it's not Scotty Young, is gorgeous. I really like the story. I really like how they're kind of raising the stakes, even though they're keeping the comedy. This storyline feels a little bit more personal, and I like that a lot. I give it a 4.
Oh, okay. Justice League number 38.
Yeah.
I don't know. Justice League's very fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they're doing with the whole Amazovirus. Like I said, when initially with this storyline, I wasn't really on board until it started happening, and I just really like where they're going with. Well, except for the last page, I'm not really so sure about about the superhero zombies that are happening. I'm not sure. I mean, okay, fine. DC needs their, zombies, like Marvel zombies. But in any case, I really like what's going on with Batman and Lex Luthor. And I don't know who is this guy I don't know who's that guy. I'm kind of forgetting it. But I'm going to give this 4.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Rumble, number 2. I not the slightest clue who this is written by.
I want to read
this is by John Arcudi and James Herron and color art, Davey Stewart. I really, 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 really like this book. I like the art a lot. I like the writing a lot. You're so close. I like the creatures. I love the monsters. It's creepy. It's creepy, but it's fun, and I really like that. It's got I don't even know how to describe it, but I really like it. I'm sold. I'm in. I like that it's very followable. I always knew what was happening, even when I didn't know what was happening. And that, for me, is a big thing on comics, because when comics are you don't get to know what's going on the entire issue, I hate that. So I really, really like this book. I am going to give Rumble a 4, because I feel like this is good, but it could be even better.
Okay. Teen Titans number 6, the new iteration with Will Pfeiffer and something Hepburn. Scott Hepburn. Which is the new artist. I don't know if he's on board for good, but I like it enough. Yeah. It's a little quirky. It's great, little indie look. That's good for this team. And of course, the storyline is it's just different from typical Teen Titans stuff. It's a little bit grounded, yet still very superhero-y. And now there's this tension between Wonder Girl and Robin, and they introduced Power Girl, and I heard things that are happening after Convergence that I'm really looking forward to, and I am going to give this a 3.5.
Oh. The timer's off. Oh dear. All right. I'm going to talk about this little book. I don't know. to keep going. All right, I'm gonna talk about this little book called Through the Woods. Hey, I can do this fast. I don't even know how to put into words how amazingly awesome this book is. This little book, Through the Woods by K.C'arl. It's basically 5 or 6, I can't remember, kind of short, scary, creepy stories. The art is phenomenal. The writing is perfect. It's just such a cool story. It begins and ends so nicely. She really wraps up the idea very nicely, and I love that it kind of ends with this Red Riding Hood thing, which is exactly what you think of, like, going into the woods and a scary story involved with it. What can I say? If you're into graphic novels, if you're into indie books, if you're into horror, you should read this. I am giving this a 5 this week.
Okay.
Loved it. All right, so now
never
now
never ends.
We're gonna talk about
Wonder Woman.
Yes. Oh right, Wonder Woman. Tell me about
Wonder Woman 38. Wonder Woman number 38. Yo, I was so excited last. Oh shit! Last issue was so exciting because of spoiler Donna Troy. I gotta say the art in this issue is so much better. He's doing a much better job at drawing Wonder Woman and women in general.
That's great. Wonder
Woman looks great in this, and Meredith is doing an awesome job with all the dynamics. And look at Wonder Woman here. Look, she looks great. With all the dynamics between, you know, all the things that she has to balance, they're still on that, so it wasn't just something that they had in the first issue and they threw it away. They touch upon how she really is the god of war and adding on top of that what that really means and the consequences, and they actually really show you what they are, and you know, she builds on that, and it's done very well, and she has smaller moments with other people, and then she has moments with the Justice League where, you know, they're butting heads with, you know, her being the god of war. It's really good. I just want to support it and give it a 5.
Awesome. All right. So now we're going to talk about our favorite shows have returned this week.
No.
First up, let's talk about Flash.
No.
No?
Okay, but I just wanted to say we also
got
Autumnlands, Tooth and Claw number 3. I didn't get to read that. Yes, we can review it. And we also got Drifter number 3. I didn't get to read it. He didn't like it. And then we got Infinite Crisis number 7. I liked it. It's still really good. Except they don't give us a free character anymore. What's up with that?
We don't like that. We need free characters. Alright, so now moving on. The Flash mid-season premiere. What'd you think?
I can't remember it after watching Arrow.
Oh, hey. Well, as you may recall, The Flash, what happened in that little show that we watched.
They had a showdown with
Captain Cold and Heatwave. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, my big thing, I love what they're doing with Barry. I liked his storyline. I like that we sort of have, I like that he's now moved back in with, oh my gosh, I forget the name of the character now.
Oh, West. Detective West. Or
I love that
Captain
they're now
West.
living together. The only thing for me with the episode is Heatwave and Captain Cold. Oh my god, turn on the corniness, because you guys, like, were overacting by a lot. And that was a little, intense. So that was my only thing, was that I felt like those two characters... What's happening? All right. Leave it. It's enough. So that was my other thing. What else did you think? This is out of control. What are your thoughts on Flash? That was about it.
I don't know. I watched it yesterday. Just kidding. We just watched Arrow. I can't think about anything else. Flash. She's red. And there was that girl, Iris West, in it, and they mentioned Firestorm, and so that's what they're doing with Firestorm
cool.
is actually paying out a little nicer because they introduced that there's whatever his name, Stein, the original Doctor, who's probably fused with him, and then they introduced Jaysen Rush.
Yeah, that was great.
I don't know about his character, but I'm glad they included him. He's he's another ethnic person in the show.
Great. So what little you can remember, what would you give it out of 5? I'm gonna give it a 3 because Heatwave and Captain Cold for me are just too much. We will annihilate. It's just stop. It's too much. What'd you give it?
3.
3.
5.
5. Okay. Next up, now we could talk about Arrow, which we just finished watching literally 30 seconds ago. What do we think? Do you remember what happened on Arrow?
Yeah, I love Arrow. Though, spoiler alert, all over the place. I'm gonna jump all over the place with this. I don't know how I feel about what's his face, Tatsu's husband, finding Oliver, being the one who finds him. I thought it would be cool if it was Connor Hawke.
I feel like he wouldn't be old enough. I just don't think he'd be old enough.
I guess so. But in any case, I guess, alright, it was glad to see Tatsu in present day. That I kind of like seeing, because that means she might be in action. you know, in the
I feel like she's got it
series.
Eventually.
And then, you know, they teased Black Canary, and I wasn't really sold on her one line as Black Canary.
Yeah.
I couldn't even barely
I'm the
understand
justice
her.
you can't run from, or something like that.
I mean, that's fine, but she didn't sell it to me. Like, she didn't seem cool enough, which is, I don't think that she should, you know, posture and be cool about it either. But then when she went to hit him with the thing, she looked like she tried way too hard. Like,
well,
but you know what?
Give her a chance. It's her
but
first
yeah,
time in
I mean,
costume.
I'm being really hard on her. But maybe, you know what? She needs to try that hard.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but she just looks like too civilian.
Yeah. Well,
that hard.
I loved the episode. I thought everything about it was great. I love what they're doing with Barry, or with Perry. With
Roy Harper.
Is
so much better in this episode.
It's so good.
His hair's longer. He looks much better.
So many things good about this. I can't wait for the rest of the mid-season. What did you give it as a score? What did you give it as a score? Why did you give it as a score? I give it a 4. Woo! All right. So that's our show for the week, as crazy, as insane as it was. We said last week there wasn't enough yelling, so this week we made sure there was lots of screaming and yelling and dancing, apparently. You can check us out on Twitter at @KukamungaCat, at Carl K. Lee. Please tell your friends about the show and make sure you like and subscribe and leave comments. We love your comments. We love reading them. We love commenting back. I know Carl answers every single comment we get, so make sure that you leave comments for us. You can check out our blogs down below, which we're starting to blog in now that it's the new year, so that's pretty exciting. Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, cool. Well, we will see you next week. Hopefully some video games come out soon so we can start talking about those. February's going to be a big month. Evolve,
really?
Legend of Zelda. Oof, a lot of good stuff.
All right. Yeah!
Wow.
First impressions!
You looked excited. I looked terrified. All right, we'll see you guys next time. Do your little salute thing that you always do. You've been waiting for you to do it. Oh, wait. Oh. That's just rude. You should have created people. Sorry.
Welcome to First Impressions, where we give our reviews of introspections.
Introspections. Great.
Fuck face.